work on the FPTS thing, which is this fork of the docs.ts. Where is it? Yes, this one, and it's a library that's used to generate these kind of documents. Hey, hello, Lonic, Ulonic. I don't know how you pronounce that, but thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. So, if there is some, okay, this one for example, so it produces all the like type signatures for the different utilities. So it generates this documentation, and if you actually, so this is the bigger module by classes, for example, structure, sorry, by categories, and let's see, the FPTS docs, which are also documented with this, are a better example. So you can have like a module documentation with examples, and then there can be some documentation for the there can be some documentation for each of the exported functions or classes or constants or types, everything. For example, here this one has the signature, and then example on. It doesn't look good before example because example is young, but this is something to fix in the main library. And actually, to check the releases, because to backfix not returning null functions declaration. Okay. Total refactoring, great. So this was probably after I started. So okay, no, I forked after version 5. Okay, hello people, more people join. How are you doing? Sorry. So I will be, yeah, as I was saying, I'm working on this. Let me make it bigger. On a fork of this docs.ts, and maybe I should start, because this was one of the first streams. Fast. Yeah, one of the first that I recorded, and I should probably. Hey Vlad, how you doing? I need to get the emojis for that. Yeah. So what I had done was, thanks for the follow. You didn't follow me. Yeah. Or maybe you just unfollow and follow just to show in the notification. Like Mike Arnaldi. Thanks for the follow. Okay, so and like if you have, because now I'm thinking, Arnaldi, is it you from the Matex? Yes. Library? Yeah. I guess I'm having a hard time remembering people from this Slack that they show here, and they explain who they are, and I end up forgetting. So yeah, so what I did was docs. Let's see. So how this thing work is, hey, what's up? Just getting started with the stream. So what this thing does is generates the docs, all of these. Maybe we can use 3. Yeah, so generate these files, docs, modules, for example, yes, the markdown. So it generates these markdown files that then can be deployed with GitHub pages with JQ. And if we go to markdown, we can see the for example, yeah, print interface is here, and in the generated docs. But one of the things that I was working on, because I want to use it at work, and since we have a lot of code that doesn't follow the guidelines, no, yeah, so I'm explaining now what I did in the fork. That's actually a good idea for monorepos or multi-package. I didn't thought about it, so the first need I have is that we have quite a lot of TypeScript code at work, and it would be nice to generate it. But so one of the requirements of the library is that these tags will be here. So if I run it now, let me click that through. So this is the the configuration I added because it doesn't have any, and it runs in this strict mode. So you will see now, if I run it, it will tell me that there is a missing scenes tag on the strip interface, right? So the first thing I added was this configuration and the option to make it not strict. So then it should work. Yeah, we don't have it. And if I run it now, hey Alan, thanks for the follow. Yeah, so now it works. And what's the diff? Yeah, so the thing is, it doesn't show here when it was added because there is no scenes tag. And then yeah, for the module the same thing. So basically I added that, and yeah, because I found it quite annoying. I use it for one library at work, but cannot use it for like all the code. What are the other things? I have quite a long to-do list. So yeah, basic configuration. So the strict mode can be configured. What is it using to partially comment itself? Yeah, let me get back to that in a second. But I think it's using the library called JSX. So the basic configuration where you can opt out of the strict mode, source directory and output directory, those are also hard-coded in the original one. So we don't have our code in SRC because at work again we use Ruby application, so most of the application code is not there. And then the skip export, this is not me. This is the other thing, that's basically the strict mode. So now I want to continue probably with support JSX extensions. Yeah, that I'm sure how to do it, but yeah. And then include and exclude patterns also. For example, if you want to skip tests you don't want to generate, yeah. Then these I need to fix. Yeah, then I was thinking about the check mode. Yeah, so to do Lonic question, parser, I think it's the parser, but not the test. Testers. Yes.
Nicolas Cage on a sequin pillow.
I think it's yes. Yeah, this one. So it parses, it's called doctrine. Let's look together. Yeah. Yeah. Doctrine is JSX parser that parses documentation. Yeah, and what does it give you? So it gives you the description and tags. Okay, I thought it gives yeah, and the list of tags is, yeah, you have a list of all the tags. So basically the tags. So title, name, description, type, kind, errors, and the tags are all these things. Okay, so before I get started to do something, let's see. I added some tools. Yes. Okay, so I need to attest. Then I need to go with 4. Okay, so okay. Okay, so I reduce it, but what if I change? That is for both. SRC path. Okay. They call it test pattern. What is this? Okay. Okay, I need to combine. Else module, 7 modules. Get yes, and then sorry about that. So what was effect? Forgetting. Reader task guide. Why is it using? Effect. Yeah, sequence probably. This is F, not effect. Okay. Bye. Yeah, it's in apply. First answer. No, because this is get file names. That's a good question. I was thinking about that, but get file names. Yes, globe. Nice catch. For a reason I thought it was. Yeah, but this is a pattern. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, so is I don't know why I was seeing just like I don't know. So port. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I don't need that. Okay, so if I run it, it should work now. Stereo modules found. What? It didn't work. We do that. Yeah, the one you yeah. So, the one you send it should work, but yes. Hero or more occurrences. But did I miss something when I did that? Maybe it doesn't work on. This one doesn't work either. Oh. Okay. Bots spamming. So why the globe is not working? But to set maybe braces. This should work. Okay. So oh. Okay. Maybe they're filter downstream. Yes, it could be. So let me check. I put JSX. No, looks like the problem is here. Is it like that? Is it the problem with the fact that this is extension? Okay. Last before parent. I mean, I can. Nice. Okay, I wonder what that worked. There was a plus. No. Matches 0 or more occurrences. Matches 1 or more. Okay. I wasn't. Yeah, I didn't know about that. Okay. So. Yeah. So now. Okay, so this worked. Yeah, by checking the docs, makes sense that we want the plus, but I don't remember using it. And in other places where you use patterns, they don't ask, but it's been a while since I used the globe library. Okay. Do we have any? Yes. Okay, so now how is the name of the no, these are second tools. But I need to know if the file selects files. Parse. Okay, so parse. Parse implementation. Source parse file. Parse file. Path, okay. Yeah, that was, yes. So I think I'm getting too concentrated and getting my thoughts. So where were we? Here. So yeah, this is generating the files which do the type checking of the examples. So if we were to import these and then here have example, and then number equal, this will give us an error because it doesn't type check, right? But the way it does the type checking, yeah, so it should have a branch logic. So it generates a file per example and it type checks those files first. So what we should do is generate files with .tsx and probably in those files we should also import the JSX library. I'm not sure about that, but we might. So I'll try probably with React for now, but that's something that needs to be covered. So but I don't have yes. but I think it fails if you don't import React, or that's a React thing, that you need to import the library that provides the pragma for the JSX transformation. Not the pragma, but the... Okay, I mean, we can try without, if it's not needed. Yeah, to run is needed, that I'm sure, but actually the React, they announced that they will remove it, but anyway, that's another thing. So we parse the file, and okay, so the file is kind of equivalent to a module, and we need to add then in the module, we have the path, why is right of a string. Okay, so we have the path, and source file. What is source? Get source. From the ES. Morph, which is the wrapper around the compiler. Garage. Okay. This is. Oh my. Why so slow? Okay, so we have the path. There. Okay. Why is it prefix? Yeah, let's make use of JS and TypeScript impurity and doc here. Yeah. What's your move, Haskell? Yeah, caster. Okay. No. Okay, now I see it. So it's adding.ts here because, so let's get documented. Let's suppose. And I guess there are no examples. So I need to add one. Since we are at it, it's so it fails. No, I don't. I need to add one because I'm running it on the same project, and yeah, so it fails here, and this is what it generated. So it's the name of the file and the name of the sample. Okay. So we are just safe to pass. I think it runs the example, so it will run. Okay, so yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, now I remember, it runs because you can add assert well. Ooh. You can add assertion. So this text. Not filter is the one text is. So fit. Mm-hmm. Oh. Just guess we don't need. You can do it just in the prefix. Okay. See, it works. Okay, so that worked, and yeah, it runs. So now let's add. It does run. And actually, if we make these, that will fail. I need to make an example project where I can test this with Take one module. Yes. Let's first here. JSX. Let's first test it. Just these. That's a good question. I guess for now, I think that will be a limitation, like, but that's something valid. But then making all of them TSX files doesn't make sense. And checking, yeah. But that's, I guess from AST you can find out, but so that all of them TSX was like the easy solution. Okay, so what did it generate? It generate the TSX, so that is working. Why twice? I think because this is considered module. Yes. Yeah, you're right. I was beaten by that. Oh, yes. Console and run. It should generate the example once only. Yeah, so we did it twice because it was the module. Okay. Okay. So I need to add yeah. What do I need to put in here? There. did import. Okay. Ah, yeah. All us. Okay, but that works for now. Ah, we get the error. React is. I guess I need to figure it out from the ESConf. So. Oh. Well. Do you mean here? This worked. I fixed the model interrupt. I added it here. That worked. No, in the file I'm not. I'm looking where the files are generated. By example. Uh, okay, I'm back. And sorry about that. I keep having this issue. I don't know why. internet goes down. It's actually not down, just disconnected. So give me a minute to open back. I need to open chat still, so I don't know what this happened. So I know. I guess I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. Okay, I managed to at least connect quite fast, but it's very. Okay. I'm connected with Ethernet cable and everything, but I don't check the router logs or something. Thank you for shining. Thank you for the things you got. Have a good evening or night or whatever it is where you're from. Ah, you said dinner. So, what? Get back to. So, where were we? Yeah, to handle imports for a file. Okay, so return. Okay, and the import. So now Okay, so probably do like add back code. Oh no. So this worked. Yeah, worked. Maybe that with React support. It should be JSX. I don't know. This one. Is there? So this. Okay. Okay. JSX. It's possible. Yeah, I don't know. Well, not with you, but like. JSX React. Okay. JSX Factory. Okay. Import H. React. Yeah, I leave it as a React for now. And the other thing here is problem is things are imported twice. Or not the way, but this is all about from React. Paste this. Check the AST, but I don't have the AST of the example. So let's add it regardless. That will fail, I think. Created by a React. So for yeah. Okay. Okay, so that works, but if one decides to troll, so this is valid, right? I think that will work. So but if one decides to troll, it says for React okay, that doesn't work. I think that will not import React because it matches regex and it will fail. Yeah, you see. So, but the only thing I'm gonna do is make this ready. So okay, that will fail actually. Thing is that even works like if it's a very brittle thing, but for now we'll leave it as that. But fail now. Import React. Okay. Duplicate identifier, come on. Why? From React. Always mess up regex. Not possible to write regex. Yeah, okay, so that worked. Now all as React work as well. Chat, how is it going? While we test things, let's talk about something more fun. Okay, so that worked. Now this should work. Yes. Yep. Okay. So now React, then wait. For you, that's fine. Okay, so we have a component. And I think that was the only error. Chat. You're boring, chat. No questions, nothing. Okay, so that worked. Yeah. If I do React dot, that should work as well, because it's adding import all as React. Yes. Okay. What did we change? Test JSX. That's perfect. Okay, so now some reason. Okay. Great. So samples should support JSX format, but so signature Hello, who can rap? What's up? How you doing? Okay, so TS. Examples, not. Yeah, the examples should require. Okay, so where were we? Print signature, no. No, print example. All over the place. And print money. Okay, so volume. Basic. What am I trying to do? First thing, well, at the moment I'm adding support for TSX. Actually, for React TSX only for now. Eventually, I should support like Vue or React. And the other thing I did already was add configuration, so you can use a different root directory and a different output directory. And the other thing I did was add strict mode and be able to disable it. So this is required. Like if I remove this and I put strict 2 and I run it, it will fail, I think. Yeah, it fails because scene stack is missing in some places. But if we keep it as, if we make it the strict mode false, it will succeed. So that's the main thing I wanted to do initially, because no. So that's a good question. Actually, I didn't explain it well. So well, that's one thing I did. Now it doesn't require these comments. So no problem. So I can start from the beginning. So what docts does is it uses these like JSX comments, and this one, the add scene stack, is required on every exported function, module, class, everything. So the first thing I added was the not strict mode, where this is not required, and that's basically because I want to run it on some big projects that do not, I don't want to go adding this comment on every exported thing. I want to just incrementally start using it. So as you saw, now it succeeds. The other thing it does is if you put an example here, it type checks the examples. So for example, that's a string, so if I say that the type is number, and I run this, it will fail with the example, with the type checking. Yes, so but the thing is, this didn't the tool itself didn't support JSX files. So if, or for example, yeah, so let me, So here, yes, root pattern. So the files used to only match TS files. All TSX files were ignored. So I'm adding now support for that, which means you can, yeah, I have an example TSX file example here. So you can, basically it works for these things. We are using React here, and if we run, it would work. I would fail on this in the one that failed before, I think. No, well, I removed that. Yeah, so it works for the TSX one, which didn't work before, and basically I'm in the middle of that. Yeah, the library generates Markdown with a very specific format, actually. Yeah. So I want to use it at work, and we have React application, so that's the main goal. The library generates this format, which is Jekyll, so you can deploy to GitHub pages with a Jekyll theme. So one of the, it generates all of these in the docs directory. So if we go to docs.config, you have here, you can configure the theme, and this is the theme that it's using, and yeah, it looks like this. So this is the signature. I don't think I have examples here, but a quite extensive library that's documented with this is FPTS. So for example, what is so it generates this output, an output that works for this theme. So I'm in the middle of making React works, and I think it already does. So JSX factory. Okay. So admit, yeah. There is probably something in path. Potential. Okay. Maybe we can use tech. Should work as well. I guess. Okay. Can make this points version. Okay, so in Markdown, okay. Class and class. So print item. Okay. This actually so Markdown, this module is the one that does the printing, and try to decide how to handle the printing of JSX files. We use the TS fans or TSX fans, I guess we can use. Okay, so let's go to fan. Say that this is fans. Yeah. Okay, so we passed the fence. Thing is, now everywhere where we need examples, need fence. Okay, this is a boring part. The chat. Maybe you can ask some questions. Oh man. What is this? And module has a path. But oh, okay. So now guys fail. Yes, missing. Okay, so now module path join with this.
Alright. I'll tell you the truth.
Or even with this. Then JSX, ESX.
Remember all the happy times we had?
What?
We're very much alike.
Okay.
Remember all the happy times we had? We're very much
9 modules. Ah, yeah, one more. Ah, what fell.
Alright. I'll tell you the truth.
So the check is not working. This is not working. The translation of the path from the last line of string in the last portion. There is no path. And go back to what we had. I don't know why I up the thing and I keep doing. I'll throw it to the wall. And sometimes I hit things. It's like It's like I cannot build myself if I have these mechanics end up doing stuff. Okay, anyway. Docs, modules, test. So now the example is not using JSX. Oh, why? Ah, because yes, because the expense yet. Yeah, so now examples uses JSX. Nice. What they change? All the fancy stuff. If this pass. Oh. Pretty.
Beneath this mask there is an idea, Mr. Creed. And ideas are bulletproof. Ideas are bulletproof. Ideas are bulletproof.
Ah, right.
Ideas are ideas are ideas are
Okay.
ideas are ideas
Let's export. Okay. Almost there, chat. Yeah, that fails because it's testing something that it shouldn't. But is the 4. And for TSX, that's it. So we can sorry. Okay, support React. So it works for React, but not for all of them. What else? Yeah, this should be the next thing I do, and I think after this I can. Yeah. Oh, JSX. Here we are. This was actually part of the previous one, and I hadn't committed all the change. Okay, that's fine. Fence this. package JSON. Okay. Yeah. Let's come first. And that's okay. So I don't know when I will go with it, work with it. Friday, Thursday, or if I continue from Casco, but it's in it. For that much later, mostly because my use case is covered with React. So, or something between the. Okay, so next thing. This is the next configuration, include an exclude pattern. That's for sure in the next time I work with this. I don't know. This is probably an interesting one because it would mean quite the refactor or reuse of things and what cannot be reused. But yeah, that's it for now. So that was okay. It for today then. It's almost 2 hours, so thank you for joining. Again, I had the problem with the speaking went down. I don't know what to do to figure it out, but sorry. And see you next time.